Hey traders, John Howell here. I got a question about the actual DAX and my thoughts on the German. The question comes from Gold S179. This is for you, my man. He said, hey John, what do you think of the German market DAX? So that's what I want to give you an update here. But also in this video, I'm just going to teach you some foundations or things you can look out for in the market if you're looking for markets that have the potential of making big moves. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into the market today. Let me actually finish off. I'm actually using my trading view today. So the very first thing there's a really big thing that I've learned across all the markets, and this is it's one thing that I've learned, and that is that when we see long extended periods of not much going on for a long period of time, and if you've been following me now for a little bit of time, for the last 6 months, maybe 12 months, you would know this, right? And I love this, especially when I get my trading set up just before the breakout. Like just recently, I had a beautiful trade. Anyway, on the stock market, it was actually a bullish trade. So there you go. And it was just an amazing trade, one of my most successful trades this year. So anyway, the thing about the markets, right, is like when you get this long extended period of nothing going on, think about the market as an energy force and energy field. If the market's going up, it's using energy. If the market's going down, it's using energy. But if the market's doing nada, absolutely nada. So if it's doing this, we're using energy, right? It's using energy to buy it up, or they're using energy to sell it down. But if they're just doing this here, this is me taking a nap midday, which I do most of those. By the way, actually I took one today. It took me about half an hour. Anyway, so we actually had a move up and then a move down, but then we had these periods of sideways. And the longer this sideways goes, the potential of a really big, strong breakout on that. And that's what's happening with gold right now. That's the reason why gold is making a very big breakout. Why? Very simple. When we see this long extended period of sideways movements, not much going on, then we get the breakout, we tend to have really good solid moves. So if we have a look at what the DAX was actually doing prior to this move here, what was the actual DAX doing? Look at this here. Ever since, what is that? So for the last, what is that? For the last, what is that? 30, Jesus, not giving me 300 days. I guess that's 1 year, right? Yeah, almost 1 year worth of what? Absolutely nothing going on. And if I draw my good old trendy lines, you can see here, like that was the major support and that was the major resistance up there. So you can see, look at this here, not much going on at all. Very long-term sideways for almost what? For almost 12 months. Then we what? Then we started to break out to the downside, and then we started to what? We started to trend, didn't we? So we went from a period of really not much going on, long extended period of not much going on. Then suddenly what happens is what? We get the breakout, right? So we have a high and then we have a lower high in the markets. We now start to trend. We also had a low and a lower low sideways, and now we're breaking to the downside. So there's a real probability that we may get a bit of volatility here, but then we're likely to start to do something like this, right? Because now we're breaking out, and all this energy here is now starting to slowly what? It's now starting to slowly, all this energy that we've actually built through here sideways is now starting to slowly increase, and then we can see the market has come down from there. And that drop from that point there to that point there to where it is right now is 20% drop. And it does look like that we may even got more downside to go on this one here on the DAX. I actually trade the DAX myself, guys, but more like on the intraday charts, 1 minute charts, 2 minute charts, 5 minute charts, that sort of stuff. The daily charts I don't really trade, but looking at this here, if I can see this weekly chart, you can see we had this major support level through there. But then we also have a major support level coming down through here, which is around that, possibly even around that level through there. So it does look like maybe the DAX has got a bit more downside to come out of that. I wouldn't be too surprised. Even if it did get a bit of a pullback here, we're probably going to get down towards that 12,000 level from there. So traders, and just go back and do your testing on this. This is absolutely just an amazing trading pattern that I just love trading. When the market goes sideways and it does nothing, you tend to get very big, strong breakouts. Not much going on for a while. Look at the big move through there. If you go, this is again, if we go back to look at gold as well too. Where's my gold chart? Here, right? Look at gold. What happened here? Look at this. What happened? We had, especially the last 12 months, we had really not much going on, didn't we? It was up and down, but not really trending. And then look what happened. Then we started the breakout, and now what's been happening? We're starting to go what? We're starting to go for a very big, strong breakout. Because why? Or even if you're just looking at this sort of section here before the breakout, look at this here. Really just, what's that there? What do we got here? Yeah, so we've got roughly, what's that roughly? Yeah, roughly, is that there? Probably, what's that, 6 months, 260 days, so maybe 6 months. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 6, maybe 7, maybe even 8 months. And then suddenly we start to get the very strong breakout. You get this here, even what happened, and the reason why, if you look at this even from a big picture perspective on gold, one of the reasons why I got into gold back in 2019 was the exact same thing I'm telling you right now. I saw this here, and then when I started to see the breakout here, guess what? Now, see all this fuel that's been here? No wonder we had a very big move up. No wonder it basically doubled, right? Almost went up 100% from the $1,000 level anyway from there. But even if you're not calculating that, let's actually go to here. If you're calculating from the breakout to the top, it went up almost 40-50%. Even to where we are right now, you're up 40%, but 40-50% from the actual breakout. But that's what I was saying before, right? Like when we start to really get that strong breakout, that very strong breakout after this not much going on. And also the big key here for me was low, higher low, and then breaking out of here. There's a very good probability that at least even this sideways range through here, we're now starting to release that energy, and then we start to have a very, very strong move to the upside. So whenever we're looking at this, is obviously the DAX, but whenever you're looking at any market out there, just look at this, because the risk to reward can be phenomenal. And this is where you can start to, I've had many trades in the past in my career traders when I've seen patterns like this, and I've been in the trade for 2 or 3 months, and they've ended up being with options, and they've ended up being, over 1,000% return on the trades, because I saw the foundations of where we were and the probability, of being 1,000% return, which is just incredible. Just an amazing return when it comes to that. So keep an eye out for this, guys, and I hope this helps you out. Traders, I want to invite you to my webinar that I'm running today. And on this webinar, I'm going to share with you all the details to my #1 trading system for the last 17 years and how I only trade 1 hour per day. Plus, also going to be learning the 3 secrets that I had to master over the last 17 years to generate a really good income. If you go to johnsfreetraining.com, or there should be a link in the description, click on that. Go over there right now, register. If you are struggling with the trading right now, I promise you this is going to completely game change, because you're going to understand why you are going backwards and why you're losing money. And then I'm going to teach you exactly what the system I use that gets me a really high % win-loss ratio. So this is what I want you to do right now. Go to johnsfreetraining.com. Go over there, register for my webinar right now today, because you're going to absolutely love it. Or there should be a link in the description. And I look forward to seeing you on the webinar. So go to that right now, and I look forward to seeing you on my next webinar. Go to that right now. Go to johnsfreetraining.com. Go to that right now.